Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and the series on the 5 weight loss tips for new moms. This episode is going to be focused on tip 2, which is diet. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and check out my first video that includes everything about tip 1 and planning for weight loss. My name is Michelle and I'm a mom of 2 little girls, Sailor, who is about to turn 3, and Savannah, who just turned 1. So I'm really getting into all of the things that I did to help with my weight loss journey after baby. And the second thing that I really focused on was my diet. So in this episode, I'm gonna talk all about diet after baby. So the first thing that I recommend is getting some sort of fitness tracker. So the one that I like to use is called MyFitnessPal, and maybe you've heard of it before. It's just an easy app that helps you track what you're eating and also your progress. It allows you to input your starting weight as well as what you want your goal weight to be. You can add your foods, your water intake, your exercises, although I mainly just use it for food intake because I tried to keep it as simple as possible. It also provides a breakdown of all the different foods that you're eating and what the macros are in each of those foods. And then at the end of the day, once you've inputted everything that you ate that day, it will give you an overall analysis of how many macronutrients, which include carbs, fats, and proteins. I like it because it really helps me evaluate what I'm eating and where I can make changes. If my carb intake seems a little high, then I will probably switch that down a little bit lower and maybe up my protein. If you're not sure on where to start your macros, I made a complete guide on how to track your macros in a blog post that I did, and I'll link that below. One thing to note is that if you are still breastfeeding, then you can up your calorie intake. I think the recommended is about 500 calories a day that you can up it. I started off at 400 calories and I kind of lowered it until I started seeing a dip in my milk supply, and then I kept it around that calorie range, which probably was about 16 to 1700 calories per day. But that count is going to be a little bit different for you than it is for me. When I talk about popular diet, it refers to something like keto or Beachbody or juice cleanses or any type of popular diet. I personally have tried tons of different popular diets, and I think that popular diets are good to get you jump started in learning about what types of foods that you like and what types of foods you don't like. You can start with a popular diet if that's something that you really want to try. But for example, I know a lot of people who start keto, but they really can't stick to it because not eating carbs and eating high amounts of fats is not something that is really consistent with their lifestyle. So the macro counting is something that I really like to use. And over time, it just became intuitive eating where I actually don't have to track anything. I just kind of eat what I want, but in the right amount of portion sizes. That kind of learning comes with a little bit of time and practice and finding what you like and what you don't like. So I would only recommend a popular diet if it's something you feel like you can stick to. But some of the things that definitely worked for me was using the MyFitnessPal app and really tracking my food calorie count and macro intake. The second thing that you need to do is make sure you drink a lot of water. So you may have been told this in order to keep your milk supply up is to drink lots of water. So this is something that you should also be doing to help drop the baby weight. Water keeps you regular and it helps release different toxins from your body. It really increases your energy and decreases your stress level, which is something that as a new mom is something that we all need as a new or even an experienced mom. Coffee can do that too in the morning, but also make sure that you're getting adequate water intake. It also helps boost your metabolism. So actually it's proven that if you drink about 500 milliliters of water a day, it can help you lose an extra 100 calories a day. So it's really good for boosting your metabolism. I really recommend upping your water and make sure you're getting enough water intake each day. The last thing that I did that really helped me lose the baby weight fast was creating a meal plan without creating a meal plan. After using MyFitnessPal, I was able to track down the foods that I really liked and that were also lower in calories or maybe even worth the calories, and the ones that made me feel the best. And I kind of just started eating those same foods over and over. So I wasn't necessarily creating a meal plan, but I just so happened to eat the same types of foods every single day. Let me kind of break down to you what I eat in a day. So I know that I don't like big breakfast meals, so I usually stick to a cup of coffee and maybe some type of protein bar. I really like the Power Crunch bars and one specific flavor, so that's something that I actually eat every morning. It's good when you're on the go, dropping the kids off, trying to get to work, or just working from home. It's something that's quick and easy, and I don't have to put a lot of work or effort into thinking about what I can eat in the morning. For lunchtime, I usually stick with a salad. I have been doing that for years. I don't like eating humongous meals for lunch. I usually take the time to work out during my lunch break, and then after my workout is when I eat lunch. I started just sticking with either salad or a sandwich. I buy these pre-packaged salads and I either add different types of meat such as a tuna packet or some cut up chicken and just stick to that for lunch. If I'm on the run and I have to go to any type of fast food place, then again, I'll stick to a salad over a hamburger or something that really doesn't make me feel great after I eat it. For snacks in between, I try and stick to maybe a beef jerky or some seaweed snacks, which I'll show you in a second, or something that is somewhat healthy that will hold me over until dinner time. And for dinner time, I actually came up with this method because it was more difficult for me to try and plan dinner every single day than it was for me just to keep the same types of foods on certain days. For example, on Monday, because Monday is my least favorite day of the week, I have steak because that's one of the better foods to eat. So Monday night is usually steak night for us. On Tuesday night, we like to stick to the Taco Tuesday. So we'll ground up some chicken tacos and either make lettuce wraps or use it in a tortilla on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we make chicken, so either a whole chicken, barbecue chicken. We get creative with different types of ways to cook chicken. On Thursdays, we usually eat fish. We're actually going to stick to a Atlantic salmon and we'll make some sriracha sauce and place that over the fish for Thursdays. And then on Fridays, we like to either make some hamburgers or we'll go out for some Mexican food. So what I mean by making a meal plan without actually making a meal plan is strategizing or getting an idea of what you're gonna eat for the week. So a typical Monday for me would look like my coffee and my protein bar in the morning, my salad for lunch, which I'll usually eat maybe with some Greek yogurt or even a fig bar. Maybe for snack, I'll usually eat some beef jerky or some cheese, and then we'll have steak night with maybe some sweet potatoes and some vegetables. So I'm kind of eating the same foods, but getting creative with how to differentiate them. So I actually did a Trader Joe's grocery haul for you so that you can get an idea of some of the things that I eat. So I'm here at Trader Joe's. I'm gonna run in and get some things and then I will show you what I got. So I just got back from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna unpack all these groceries and then show you what I got. This is what a typical grocery haul will look like for me. I don't always go to Trader Joe's, but when I do, I make sure to find some of the really good stuff, the staples that I always stick to. So I'll show you guys what I got now. Some of the stuff that I got, I like these Power Crunch bars for breakfast in the morning. Usually I stick to the same thing when I eat breakfast, and for some reason I just like this flavor a lot, the French vanilla. I tend to stick to that for my morning breakfast routine. As far as the meats go, I really like the buffalo jerky. I use it as a snack. For dinner, I'm going to try out the stuffed peppers. I've had them a few times before and they are really good. This is just phenomenal. If you like pastrami, then this is some great lunch meat. Usually I'll have a salad for lunch, but if I am making a sandwich, I will definitely add the pastrami and even maybe an egg and use that as my lunch. I tend to get a variety of different meats to cook for dinner. Monday nights we eat steak. On Tuesday nights we like to do Taco Tuesdays, so I'll use ground beef and also mix it with some seasoning. And then we'll usually eat that with either lettuce wraps or some taco shells or soft tacos, just whatever we have in our kitchen and whatever we're in the mood for. On Wednesdays, I like to pick out a different type of chicken. So this time I bought this whole lemon roasted chicken. It is delicious. If you haven't tried it from Trader Joe's, you just stick it in the oven for an hour or so and it's ready. On Thursdays, we stick to different types of fish. So for this week, I bought some fresh Atlantic salmon. For vegetables, got some of this stir fry mix because we can either eat this as a meal, mix it with some chicken, or as an appetizer. I love Brussels sprouts, so I will get some Brussels sprouts or some asparagus, or roast some green beans as a side for dinner. For lunch, I usually buy these pre-made salad kits. So it's really simple and easy. I don't have a lot of time to make this big erratic salad, so I just buy these pre-made kits and then add some tuna or some kind of meat with it. I really like this tempura cauliflower. The sauce is actually a little spicy for the girls. I will give them some of the roasted cauliflower without the sauce, and then I put the sauce on for my husband and I. Lastly, these little cones are delicious. If you haven't tried them, then I highly recommend. It is a really good treat if you like something sweet, especially after dinner. So I usually give myself one, and then if my daughter sees me, then I give her one as well. Lastly, I buy these little seaweed snacks. They are a great alternative for chips. So if you love chips, then I highly recommend trying them. My 2-year-old daughter absolutely loves these. She can eat 2 packs of these a day. I know it's kind of a weird thing for a 2-year-old to like, but it's something that she really likes. There you have it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope some of these tips can help you out. And make sure you subscribe below and stay tuned next week, where I will share my 3rd weight loss tips for new moms.